Hi, Hopewell family. As most of you know, we are going to be having 2 weeks of camp this summer for some of our camper population here. And so we know that the health and safety of our campers and staff is at the highest priority. So we thought that we would walk you through a little bit of what camp is going to look like this summer. It may be different and we are going to do some important protocol, but it's still going to be an amazing week of camp. So here we go. We will be following close guidelines this summer with the CDC and the American Camp Association and the Mississippi Health Department. One of the things that's required is that we get a pre-screen from every camper. So in your parent packet, you should have a form that allows you to monitor your camper's health for 2 weeks prior to summer camp. We ask that everyone fill out this form and that we get this form the night before kids come to summer camp. How you pack for summer camp will be very important this year. We'd like every camper to be with a mask this summer. And we will be requiring everyone to have their luggage put in a trunk or a tub that is a non-porous surface. On registration day, Explorer campers and Adventure campers will have different times to register. Explorer campers will register at 3 and Adventure campers will register at 4. Campers will not be allowed in the gates until their time. Vehicles will pull into the gate and be admitted in an orderly process. For registration, we ask that only one person accompany the child to camp if possible. Temperatures will be checked for all persons in the vehicle, so limiting people will help this process go smoothly. Please know that if one person in a vehicle registers with a temperature above 100, the camper will not be permitted to stay at camp. All persons in the vehicles should wear masks. After temperature checks have been performed, health screens have been completed, and any meds have been collected, then a counselor will come and remove your camper's luggage from your car. Again, there is no need to get out of your car for this process. Please make sure that your camper's luggage is in a tub or a trunk and labeled with their name, so it makes it easy for when we go to organize the luggage. Then the counselor for your camper will come and escort your camper out of the car. This is the time that you will say goodbye to your camper and wish them a wonderful week of summer camp. Several times throughout the day, camper groups will be going to their cabins to thoroughly wash their hands. We will do this before every meal and at various times during the day to avoid use of shared bathrooms here at camp. We will be talking to our children about the proper way to wash their hands, but we ask that you will do so to prepare them before coming to camp. Mealtime will look a little differently this summer due to COVID-19. Prior to a meal, camper groups will gather outside of the dining hall to have the meal announced, do a sung blessing and a spoken blessing. Camper groups will then proceed one at a time into the dining hall. A counselor will be waiting at the door to give them a squirt of hand sanitizer, and then they will go through the line to get their food. While we normally serve meals during the summer family style, this summer we will be collecting our plates at the window. Tori and staff will be serving us from the window, and then campers and staff will go to their tables. Their tables will already be set with their cups and utensils waiting for them. At the end of the meal, a staff member wearing gloves will collect all of the plates, cups, and utensils, and dishes will be left on the table for Hopewell staff to be able to clean. One of the most important guidelines for camp this summer is that our campers stay in family groups the whole time while they're at camp. We will be practicing social distancing between the family groups, so there will be very limited contact. We have been doing camp this way for a while as far as cabin groups, but this no contact between groups will be a new thing. So therefore, for every camp activity, campers will be going to that activity with their cabin group and will not be interacting with others. I know a big question a lot of you will be asking is, can we play Gaga Ball? And yes, we will be playing Gaga Ball, but it will only be done with a cabin group. So we will not mix cabin groups for any of our activities, especially for those that would have contact. As far as for Gaga Ball and all other shared equipment, the equipment will be sanitized prior to use and after use. Worship is such an important time here at camp. We will be worshiping and we will be singing and we will be all together. We will just do it with social distancing. Worship will either be spread out on the front lawn or we will be in Odell with the doors open. Again, camper groups will sit with their family groups, so they will be able to be together in worship, but we will still be socially distancing with other campers. American Camp Association and CDC guidelines say that all camper beds need to be 6 feet apart. We are able to do that with our beds at Camp Hopewell. But one extra precaution is we will be at half capacity in our cabins, and campers will either sleep on a top bunk or a bottom bunk of each bunk bed. We will also position campers' heads at sleeping so they will be maximum distance from each other. Camper belongings will be kept on their individual bunk, and things like toiletries will be kept in a Ziploc bag in order to minimize contact with personal belongings. This summer, Hopewell will offer 2 infirmary spaces. One will be in the Bergen Center, where we normally have our infirmary and where our healthcare manager will be residing this summer. The other will be an extra quarantine facility that we will leave open in McCorkle in case we have a camper or staff member that presents with COVID-19. As usual, for our infirmary space, we will have individual beds that are separated and also a private bathroom, as temperature checks will be done with our campers and staff every morning before breakfast. If anybody is suspected of any type of illness related to COVID-19, they will be moved into McCorkle until we can assess their health. Before campers arrive and after campers leave, as well as daily, we will be doing a thorough cleaning and disinfecting of all of our facilities. Our goal is to try to keep our campers and staff as safe as possible this summer. We will do everything possible to do that. While summer camp still poses a risk for COVID-19, please know that we are going to do everything we can to keep our campers and staff healthy this summer. We hope to have 2 wonderful weeks of camp, and we can't wait for it. Again, if you have any questions at all about any of these processes, because I know it's a lot, please just reach out to us. You can email us or call us at any time, and we would be happy to talk to you.
We can't wait!